Hello everybody and welcome back to Satisfactory episode 5. I'm so happy today to bring you the launch button. We just got this done last time. This is the jump pads. We're going to have to get smart plates if we want to be able to actually continue with the progression chain. But for now, we have jump pads. One of the weirdest forms of transportation, not going to lie. I don't fairly much like using this transportation at all, actually. Yeah, none. But now that we've got it, we got to get number 3 and number 4, which can be unlocked using the space needle or the space elevator. If we look at the space elevator, we need 50 smart plates, and that's one advanced metal plate or reinforced plate and one rotor for one smart plate. So we need 50 smart plates, or was that 500? Ooh, I hope it's not 500. 50, hopefully 50. We've got 30 so far, and in here we are making more smart plates, so that's good. I went around the base and I upgraded a bunch of stuff, made things just a little bit more efficient in some areas. There is one thing that I wanted to do, so you'll see that I moved all of the biomass burners onto the platform, so that way I could get them off of the regular ground. I want to replace all of that and put that on a platform that's the same as this one, so having one main platform. I put this limestone miner, I put it down here, so that way I can bring that up here and get, there we go. Okay, let's figure out how we're going to do this, because I want 2 assemblers, or 2 constructors, one right here and one right here. Alright. That to that. That to this, and this to that. And then take that down, put that to that. Actually, let's get rid of that. Put that to this, and this to that. There we go. That should make our walls. There we go. And we'll put that here. Now we'll have it, I want a splitter that's going to split, or a merger, sorry, a merger that's going to put all of them into one, but then I realized that I'm probably not going to have this one for quite a long period of time. So instead we'll just have them solo on their own, and put that into there, set this as concrete, and bada bing bada boom. We'll set that up like so. Sweet. Okay, now we got that going. We'll set this also to concrete, but I'm not going to be using it anytime soon, so we'll turn it on to standby. And the reason why we're not going to be doing it anytime soon is because I need slugs, and I need power crystals if I want to actually be able to do anything with this. Since, if you look right here, we're only producing 60 per minute. Now, if I go to the constructor requires 45 per minute, so I would need at least 1 power slug to get enough production rate. I'm pretty sure 1 power slug. I don't want to don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly sure. But for now, this should do. Now we need to get that done. I noticed when I went over here, so this is the danger zone over here. You'll see that little blue thing right there. Enhance! Yeah, that little blue thing right there. That is some sort of weird, strange fart creature. It emits a really nasty smelling fart, and it's very dangerous, so I like to keep away from that for now. I don't really think that my nostrils can handle a fart creature. Not until I get maybe a gas mask or something to deal with the fumes, because, ugh, nasty. I know that it's going to be a little bit until we're a little bit more efficient in some areas, especially since I'm going to need probably another factory set up somewhere to start producing singular parts. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, and I'm not exactly sure how to go about a lot of the work, since primarily the work is going to consist of just me going, what do I do here? Or, what am I supposed to do? Or, I don't understand. So, I mean, that's something to look forward to, right? This game it's not the most complicated, but if you want to have efficiency, then it becomes complicated. Now, if you wanted to just brute force everything, then you could potentially just guesstimate. I guess that would work. You could just guesstimate the living crap out of things that you wanted to do. It's mostly what I do, if I'm being completely honest. Guesstimation is my favorite thing in the world. Get some more iron rods production. So the reason I initially thought that it wasn't going to allow me to, let's see here, where does that go? All right, there. And then that comes to, yep. All right, then that goes to there. The reason I initially thought that I would need 3 smelters is because I'm so used to having some impure nodes. And by that, if I come over to this is a pretty pure node, so it has 120 iron per minute, as opposed to the 60 iron per minute. So if I come up here, 120 per minute, if each one takes 30, and that's 3, 6, 9, 120. So I can do 120, splitting off into these different ones. Now something else to note, 30 per minute equals 30 per minute. If I come to here, this only needs 15 per minute. So if it's 30 per minute, I'm actually producing a lot more iron than these things actually require. So what I could do is I could actually have separate constructors, and I'm pretty sure I could have 2 constructors per 1 smelter. Since, let's see, so if it's 15 plus 15 is 30, yep, I could have 2 constructors per 1. And since I can do 4 smelters, that is a lot of screws. I mean, wow, that is a lot of screws. Now that I think about it, this is going to change a lot, since over here I also have the same problem. I'm doing 120, I have 4 smelters, but only have 1 per iron reserve, which is probably extremely inefficient. So I was thinking about how I would go about actually fixing the issue and having another conveyor. And the only way I can think of doing it is to move all of this 1 forward and then having a splitter, having it come up and going to a second level of constructors. That's pretty much the only way I could think about doing it, and I don't know how I would fit a splitter right here in between, since if I pull out the splitter, I go to logistics and I pull out the conveyor splitter, you'll notice that I can get a conveyor splitter on here, like so. But it's getting something that comes up. That's the difficult part, as you can see. Right? Because it interferes with not only the conveyor, not only does it interfere with the telephone poles, or whatever these are called, but it also interferes with the constructor itself. So having a splitter in that area is just not feasible for now. What I do want to do, though, is I took apart our entire... Oh, look, it's a sky whale! Ooh. Come back, Sky Daddy. I want to ride you. Oh, man, I wish I had a jetpack. Oh, come down here, Sky Daddy. I want to fly. Oh, this is making me so upset. No, come back. Oh, man. So I took apart our entire copper production over there, and I wanted to set up a little facility for the copper production. The copper production actually isn't 120. I think what I read is 60. It might be 120 though, so don't get your hopes down. There should be capabilities for doing a little bit more than I originally anticipated. So now we're going to work with the mycelium that I found earlier. If I come over to the MAM, or the MAM, which I don't know why I decided to repeat that. That was pretty silly of me. If I do the research for the mycelium, we will get 2 different items. So not only can we turn that into biomass or something.
New recipe unlocked.
Oop, where is it? There it is. Now we can also do medical properties and fabric. Fabric is the one that's the most interesting. This is the one that I actually want to talk about or do a little bit of work with. And since this is producing biomass at a good rate, I'll just pull some from it. I need 100, right? Keep yoinking. Yoink it. Yoink it. Continue the yoinking. Actually, I could probably just turn this off and it'll start piling up. 60 per minute. This is 120 per minute. So that's actually pretty good. Oh, cool. Sweet. Put that back on. Alright, so now I got enough. I'm going to come over to the MAM and I'm actually going to finish the research tree. I don't know if this one's going to take 5 minutes because usually as you go down the line, they take longer and longer. Ah, it's only 3 seconds. Cool. So now with creating the fabric, it's going to allow me to create different things, and the fabric's going to allow me to create a parachute. Parachutes are awesome! Since parachute means I will no longer have a hard time when I hit the ground. Instead, it'll be a soft time. Maybe. Now, I don't... See, fabric is such an interesting thing, and I understand why there isn't a lot more research for it, since it relies heavily on mycelia and also like leaves, and that's not something that you can just automate, or at least I don't know how to automate it yet, if there is a way. And I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on that. I'm gonna need some nuts if I actually want to start getting this nutritional value stuff, since I do want nutritional value. So research finished. I'm pretty sure that the parachute will be underneath here. Yep. And I'll create 2, or maybe I'll just create 1. Or does that create 5? Oh crap, that's cool. That creates 5. Put the mycelia back in here. I got 5. I don't. Do I put that here? Oh, cool. How do I activate that? Does that have instructions? Slows down your fall when activated in mid-air. How do I activate it? Okay, so I'm guessing double tapping spacebar does the activation. That's cool. Man, I like it, but once I get the Blade Runners, I'm probably going to switch it out. It's cool, and I hate falling from high distances and dying, but at the same time, it's not a big issue. I'm pretty sure I can deal with it. Let's see here. How much concrete do we have so far? 121. That's pretty good. Let's get started on the copper production. So I'm going to line it up with this right here, but I have this in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm either going to remove that, or I'm going to layer it up as a second layer behind this. That interferes. That's annoying. Oop. That is really annoying. Okay, so that's 3. Oh, that's sorry. Yeah, that's 3. There's 1, 2. Yep, 3 on there. All right, we're gonna come around then, and we'll have a little walkway on the side so that way we can get to the second layer. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually go to the power. I'm gonna go to the biomass burners, and I'm gonna place the biomass burners like so. Then I'm gonna remove these. That's going to come back to... Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Is that not lined up properly? No, that is lined up properly. Okay. So that's going to come back to here. That's going to go to that, and boom, boom, boom. Right on. Let's put the solid biofuel in here, and we'll turn the power back on. Should be able to get rid of that now. So now that'll give me a little bit more space on the outside, and also compacts it just a little bit more. Would probably be cool to have a layer above it with biomass burners, but I'll think about that for the future, since that'll require like ladders and being able to go up a level, and I don't really have a good way of getting up to another level right now without ramps. So lining all this up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have one space in between so that I can separate the two. I'm going to pull out my production, go to smelter, and I'm going to get that lined up here. Like so. And like so. Like so, and like so. So I put 4 here, so I'm guessing since there are 4 here that it does produce 120, and I was just incorrect in my assumption. Okay, it does produce 120. So I was incorrect to begin with. Let's get back over here and let's start placing down the constructors. Now let's see here. If that is producing copper, it's going to produce 30 per minute. I'm going to place the constructor in front now. The constructor doing wire can make 30 per minute with 15 per minute. Okay, so if this is producing 30 and this is producing 15, then we're going to have to do what I said previously, and we're going to have to either create a second layer, or we're going to have to double up on the amount of constructors. So how am I going to do this? Now this is one of the interesting things. Either I can go up from the smelters and then split off into a tree, and I can do upper and lower layer, or number 2, which is the second idea that I had, was to come out and then split out to a row of just a lot of constructors. So having 2 per one of these would be like 1 right here, 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 1 right here. And it doesn't seem like I have the space for that. So what I actually want to do is I probably want to go up, since I haven't done any verticality yet, and I think I really want to do some verticality when it comes to that concept. Now I know I have done quite a bit of verticality when it comes to actually doing the conveyor belts, since you'll see over here plenty of verticality here. But that's just because I really enjoy being able to run beneath all the conveyors. I hate having to jump over conveyor belts constantly. It's quite annoying. Let me set all these to copper really quickly. Now this is subject to change. I might change it in the future, but for now I'm just going to do smelters up here on top. Now how am I going to go up is a good question. What I'm thinking is if I go down to the logistics and I get to the conveyor splitter, I'm going to place a conveyor splitter in front of each of these. Now let me get closer. I want to place it right here. Make sure that I can go up with this. Okay, I can. Okay, so conveyor splitter there. I want to line each conveyor splitter up with each other. Alright. Now, these will go to a conveyor, or not a conveyor, a connector. I need to be above the assemblers, or dang it, these names are hard. I don't know why I can't do the names. Names are always messing me up. I constantly mess up smelter, connector, conveyor, assembler. This is a constructor. So I need to put a constructor down first, and that's going to be in line with one of these. So let's place one constructor here. That'll do. Okay, so there's a constructor here that's going to be creating wire. Now, I need to be above that constructor, so let me get rid of these two. Ah, let me jump. I got tiny little birdie legs. Okay, so constructor here. So I need to place this up here like so, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to the smaller foundation and place the smaller one above my head. So that way it's not as tall as it would be with the massive foundations. Then I can press number 5, I can press the middle mouse button, and that will give me the smaller ones. Then I can actually do a little cheeky thing right here where I go to production, go to constructor, and I place all the constructors first. So one right here, one right here, one right here. And now I've got the blueprint for up on top of this. What I'm going to do though, make sure all of these are connected. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect these to these constructors. And this is just because it looks cool. I think it looks cool, honestly. I don't know exactly if it does. But let's see here. Okay, okay. How this is going to work is I'm going to have the constructors up here. Like so. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to place this right here on the left-hand side, come up like so, come out like so, and then go in like so. Now I'm actually out of plates, which is actually really surprising. I must have created a lot more than I thought, because I thought I had enough plates for all of this, honestly. Which is fine, because underneath the smart plates, it doesn't actually use as much as I have, and it should actually be backed up at some point. Yep, there it is. So I can grab even more. I had around 300 at one point, but where it's creating these smart little plates right here, it's not as much as it was. Now that I have a full stack of 50, I'm going to go back really quickly to see if we can't launch the space elevator, because that is something super exciting I've been waiting for a while. Then we'll come back and we'll finish this construction a little bit over here. Actually, you know what? We'll finish the little construction while we're at it. I just want to show you how one's going to work. No, I accidentally activated the parachute. Ah! That's going to go in like so. So what it's doing is it's going to split half up to this point up here to these conveyors. And this is my favorite part. Where it comes out and goes up, I actually want it to come out and go down so that I have one uniform area that they're going to be, so I don't have to constantly come up here. Because coming up here constantly would be annoying. I don't like the idea of doing that. It's just not fun. So I'm going to go really quickly, go to logistics. Actually, I have a conveyor splitter. Oh, wait, I need a merger. True. Okay, so I need a merger. It's going to merge, and it's going to go out that way. I want it to merge at this point right here. Now, if I place, something to note, is if I place this, it's going into that, and then I place this right here, it'll come out of the end, and it'll already be in the correct direction. So it'll be going down, and it'll go in, which is something that I actually didn't know before. It took quite a long time to understand, but that's a really cool thing that you can do with that. bring that out right there and in. So now that I have all this set up, I will mirror this all the way to all of them. But I will first go to the space elevator, and then I'll mirror all of them, because it's pretty cool design. Now, you might be wondering how I'm going to do the cable, but the cables are already all set up to where I can do it, since I can just go straight up with them. Oh, wow, sweet, it's only 50. Down, seal. Alright. Oh, I got to do it all in one go. Send! Release the elevator! Kaboom! Oh, it's so cool. Bye-bye, elevator. Alright, cool. Well, we'll see that thing come back down soon. But for now, we should have unlocked to us, yes, Tier 3 and Tier 4. Coal power. I have been waiting for this for the longest period of time. Now I'm actually going to go stop smart plate production for now so that I can accumulate some plates and some rotors for the next phase of this. And I'm also going to be creating the cable. Like you see there, I have plenty enough cable since I've actually stored it from when I disabled the facility. I stored all the cable since it was just creating a crap ton. I mean, it was creating a ridiculous amount of cable. I'm going to cut the video here, and I'm going to do all of this hooking up and attaching and whatever. You'll see me here in a second, and go.
Let's go.
Alrighty, welcome back. Sorry about that. I thought it wouldn't take as long as it did. However, I had made a different decision. So if you combine two of these, it equals up to 30, correct? Well, if we split it off before from 15 to 15 so that we could do 2, now instead we're just doing 4 for copper wires. copper cable. And then up here, we're actually creating copper sheets. Since we're going to need copper sheets in the future, I thought I might as well create some now. So if we come over to these right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up some. Like this. I'm actually going to get rid of all of these, actually. Put them out in front of this. And we're going to have a separate whoa, storage for these up here. So we're going to get this out like so. Place this. Okay, so is that on the edge? No, it's one encroaching. Okay, so I want them to be a little bit even. Darn it. Alright. Flip. There we go. There we go. Should be lined up. Yep. And there. So now that I have these and I have it on the second level, I'm actually going to place this right here and just connect these two directly to that one down there. So that way they have power. So yeah, this should be a lot more efficient than previously. And since it's on a second level and everything has its own thing to go to, it's going to be a lot easier to organize as well in the future. I need to grab whatever connector is connecting these connectors. Oh, crud. Okay, cool. Good. I thought that was going to be a lot harder than it was. Alright. So we go to all of those, and then we can go to the left over here, actually. Like so. Alright, and then we'll go to these like so. Like so, and like so. Alright, this is looking good. On the very outside, however, I want to connect to one down here. It's probably gonna, it's not gonna look good. So I should be able to connect to one of these. That's not gonna look good. This would actually be the only one that looks good. So we're gonna do that. And can I go up from that to that? That'll work. Just so that way it looks a little bit better. I don't want something that's like going across like that. That looks a little bit better. Now that all of those are connected, I actually need to run the cable, or I need to run the conveyor belt, since there's no conveyor belts actually connecting to any of these yet. I need to bring this down to a centralized point so that I have a reference or a guide, and I want to use this one as the guide. So I'm going to go down like so, and I'm going to go all the way over to the edge. Since that's connected, let's actually connect this last one here to the miner. Okay, the miner is going to go to this one, like I said, and then it's going to come straight vertical. So I should be able to go like this. Nice. Okay. We'll go up. And I'm going to want in the very center, so this one right here. So we're going to go 8. I believe this one goes up. That should do it. And the only way to go in sideways into this would be, I believe, 1 over and then 2 down. Alright! Looking good, looking good. This is going a lot smoother than I originally thought it was going to go. A lot of this I thought was going to be a pain in my absolute neck and wasn't going to work at all. But I'm pleasantly surprised that, okay, that's not wanting to work. Don't prove me wrong. Alright. It's a lot better. Now I need to get up there. I didn't think about how I was going to get up there from here. That'll work. Whoa, sweet. Okay, I don't want that so high. That's a little too high. The angle's fine. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so if I place this here, then it not only should look a little bit better, but it should be a little bit more lined up. Is that straight? Yep, that's straight. Nice. Oh, and it even looks nice. Sweet. Okay, conveyor splitter is going to start from this one right here. Let me make sure that's lined up. Okay. This one, and the last one. Nice! Oh, this is starting to shape up. Into there. Alright, I've got... Oh, I thought I was going to run out. Oh, that's so good, so good. Alright, let's connect it to the grid. Alright, we'll delete that, and we will exchange those. Actually, I don't need that one down there, do I? Let's go! Nice! Now we finally got our copper production back up and running. This is nice. This is so good. Ah! Okay, now we just need to get cables in production. So I have copper wires in production, or copper coils in production. Now I need the cables, which we're starting to run out of time on this episode since there's so much that we have to do. I mean, it is insane the amount of awesome things that we have gotten done in this episode alone. I am so happy today that we've been able to accomplish all this, guys. I'm going to quickly run over and see if we can finish a milestone, and if we can, then I will end it on that happy note. I won't do a cliffhanger like I did before. I'm sorry for the cliffhanger before. So we don't have enough for the milestone yet, but we're getting there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this episode off here, guys. We made so much progress. If you liked the video, just, you know, show some love, because there's not a lot of interaction on my channel. I just, you know, I want to know if you guys still like this content or if it's still worth making. But I'm going to keep going as long as I can, because I love doing this for you guys. Wow, that is not working, is it? Why is it not working? Okay, that's not plugged in. There we go. Yeah, we'll finish. Whoa. We'll finish it off here. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Peace.